Creating a seamless online and offline customer experience is actually something that we're working through. We have very traditionally been a branch bank, and so making sure that we integrate that experience is very important, and we work very closely with our e-business group. That is not a part of marketing. E-business is not the way we're organized. So we work very closely with them to create that experience. We also work closely with them to integrate all marketing into their online experience. And then finally, I would say from a marketing standpoint, we actually try to integrate the online and offline channels and try to understand the messaging and the approach in each.
With the online and offline customer experience, we don't actually delineate. So we try to see that as one experience. So we try to look at the omni-channel and from a customer's point of view. So if something's happening in retail or care, it needs to be consistent in the online experience as well. So that might be the way that we present a product. That might be the way that we do a greeting, for instance. It is actually consistent, and we try to ensure that across those three channels.
To ensure the online and the offline customer experience is seamless, we have cross-functional teams that work really closely together. They are two different groups of people that do this, but together they'll meet and really define a singular customer experience based on what we call a customer journey. And we map that out and really make sure that the customers and the teams are very clear about what that experience is like.
To address customer experience without having one owner, we have a very strong culture around customer service. So we have service level agreements, we have standards, we measure, we report, and customer service is something we drive through every business group throughout the company.
What we're doing in customer experience to ensure our success is really delving into what the customer is looking forward to in our vertical. Our vertical is under significant change, under significant disruption, and the mobile phone is their window to the world. So it's really imperative that we understand what they want. And by doing that, we're then now to focus on what our products. What we've also done with the team is made a commitment that we will come out with an innovation that is disruptive to the market but positive to the customer every quarter. Next quarter will be our third on that journey.
One of the most successful techniques in customer experience that we're going through is early testing and validation, and making that really small and quick. So what I mean by that is that we're able to rapidly prototype something and get real customers and really watch them how to do it, as opposed to building something and showing them in 3 months' time. We're now involving customers and test labs a lot earlier. So it's small, intimate, but really quick, fast feedback. And from there we expect to iterate really quickly. We don't expect it to be right the first time. We expect to release it once and then release it again in 2 more weeks or 2 more months, as opposed to 2 more years.
So the top 3 tips I would think for staying ahead on customer experience. Number 1, you have to have a purpose. You have to be in the game for good. I think if you're in the game for good and you want to make and change it to be a better place, which is what we're about, whether it be the planet or what people are doing with the product and making that better, that is the absolute number 1. If you have a strong purpose on that, then you can dive into the next area. You have to be different to the competition. You can't define yourself about the competition. They can be a flagship or a benchmark, but you have to differentiate differently for them, for the customer. And then in order to be customer-centric, you have to have really, really strong customer data about what's important to them. Not just about what they're doing, but what's important to them.
If I had to address the top ways to stay ahead in terms of customer experience, from the marketing point of view, I think it would be to understand the customer journey, understand the interactions that you can actually impact, and then to make sure that from a marketing standpoint, you're doing that and you're being consistent throughout.
My top 3 tips for staying ahead in customer experience. First one is absolutely really be a customer, understand the customer, so that you're really clear about what they like, what they don't like, and which segment you're targeting, which profile you're really targeting. And that often means not yourself. It means being somebody else and having to ask a lot of those questions. The second one is really being clear about the measurement of those experiences. How do I know this is a good experience or a bad experience? Am I getting the data points and the instrumentation to actually tell me, are things going the way that I think they should be going and the way that customers think they should be going? And the last one is, look, are we really solving a real problem? Are we making it truly giving them either convenience or fun? That's something that we really focus on in McDonald's 2 pillars. Are we delivering digital convenience or digital fun? So if you know that if you're making things more convenient, you've really addressed a real problem for a customer. Or if you made it fun, you've enriched their lives. That's a good thing too.